Hey Connor, you played a lot with Sid and Jake today. Just first off, how did it work out? And a lot of your passes today came from behind the net. What's that game like, or that part of the game like specifically with those two trying to make plays from behind the net?
Yeah, it was good to get out there. It's good to get in game situations with those guys. I think you can try and emulate that in practice, but it's not always the same. I think today was a little more game-like. As far as behind the net, I think it's all three of us kind of like to play down low below the goal line. So a lot of times when you don't have the puck, you're trying to get open, and we were able to find a couple goals today in that. Hopefully, we can keep creating that chemistry and keep finding each other out there.
Next question's from Rob Rossi. Go ahead, Rob.
Hi, Connor. Thanks for doing this. I'm curious, when you go into a scrimmage like this, if it were a game situation, you'd obviously be, aware of the goalie's tendencies in that. Are you thinking as much about that in a situation like this, or is it sort of just trying to work in all the other aspects?
No, I don't think. I think before every game, we'll get a pre-scout of the goalie. I think, like you said, you can pick up on some of their tendencies. I think in this situation, you shoot against these guys every day, so you kind of know the stuff. But I think in a game, I think you're just seeing what's open. You're not necessarily looking for a guy's bad 5-hole or glove or whatever it is. I think you're just shooting to score and you're picking your spot.
Next question's from Wes Crosby. Go ahead, Wes.
Hey, Connor, thanks for doing this. You were able to generate a few goals, your line, after Sam Lafferty replaced Sid there. Just how impressed were you by him facing him today and then also playing with him?
You say Lafferty? Sorry.
Yeah, Sam Lafferty.
Yeah, he's obviously a big body. He moves really well for his size, and he's kind of got that power forward instinct. I think when he gets the puck off the rush, it's kind of hard for defensemen to either contain him in front of them, or when he tries to cut wide like that, I think it's hard to contain him that way too. So I was impressed with him. I only got to play a couple games with him, but I've seen that a few times now.
Next question's from Michelle Crecchiola. Go ahead, Michelle.
Connor, just how did it feel physically to get some extended game action for the first time in a few months? I know it was inter-squad, but do you think you'll be feeling this tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe. Like I said, it's hard to emulate a game like in practice. So I think today was definitely good for us. We got, I think they said we were running about 20 shifts per line. So it's pretty game-like for us. And I think just to get into a battle and have some contact down low and stuff like that, I think it really gets your body engaged. Probably will be feeling it tomorrow, but I won't know until then.
We have another question from Seth Rohrbach. Go ahead, Seth.
All right, Connor, you probably have answered some version of this quite a bit, but what did not work out for you in Buffalo? Was it just maybe the team's overall struggles, or was there something for you specifically that just didn't fit there?
It's hard to say. I think obviously my first year I had a different coach than my second year, and I think I was put into different situations than I was here. I think as a whole, the team was kind of in a rebuild mode and a young team trying to find their way a little bit, whereas Pittsburgh already knew their identity. They had the culture already in place by the time I was here. So I think it was an easier for a younger guy to come into that than it is to a rebuild. And I don't know what it was specifically that didn't work out, but I think I'm glad I ended up back in Pittsburgh.
Rob Rossi, go ahead.
I'm just curious. When you are in a situation like it's your guys' first scrimmage, and then your captain and your best player doesn't come back to it, what's sort of the mood on the bench like that? I would imagine it's hard not to think about it.
You're talking about when Sid left the game?
Yeah.
I don't even need to touch on that. I think it's just a maintenance thing. I don't think it's anything.
Okay, Seth, go ahead.
Connor, for the scrimmage, you guys wore full jerseys, full uniforms. You kind of had a formal warm up with the music and everything like that. How much did that help in terms of just trying to make some normalcy out of all this?
Yeah, I think that was a surprise to a lot of guys when we showed up this morning to see our jerseys in our stalls. We didn't really know that was going to happen. I think, like you said, it made it a little more game-like, and to have the warm-up like we did, I think you get back into your game day routine, and I think that's kind of the idea behind us doing these scrimmages is to have that game day engraved in our minds so we're ready to go once playoffs come around.
Michelle, go ahead with your question.
Conor, was there anything that specific in your game that you were working on during the pause you were trying to bring back now that you guys have games again? Like it felt like on that first pass you made to Sid on his goal that you really held onto the puck or really patient with it. Like, is that maybe something you're focusing on? And is there anything else that you're really trying to maybe bring into your game now that you've had some time to step back?
I think I just try and get back to what I was doing before. I think I'm not going to try and change my game at all. I think it's obvious my game is mostly speed, and then making plays off the rush. And once we get in zone, kind of getting to that grind game. On that specific play, it was just like I said, off the rush, and just trying to find a late guy, and Sid found that back door. So I think you can work on certain things, but overall, it's kind of getting back to conditioning and game shape, and getting reads on guys too.